One of the most popular game loops in the current iteration of Star Citizen is taking a handheld weapon and heading out to handle ruffians in one of the many bunkers in the Stanton system. Whilst it's not my personal area of expertise, I enlisted the help of my friend Karolinger to take me out hunting, and so if you've been interested in seeing some Star Citizen gameplay videos, you might enjoy this one. I'm Forrester, and in this video I give you a mostly real-time talk through an FPS bunker mission, from approach to clearing the bunker. It's mostly real-time, as in order to keep the video from being too long, I've sped up some parts which are clearly marked as sped up. Otherwise, what you see is pure gameplay. And if this is your first time on this YouTube channel, then welcome. Here you'll find plenty of Star Citizen videos ranging from guides to reviews, so you might like to check out a few more, or even subscribe to be notified when new videos go live. And for the channel regulars, please continue to let me know in the comments if this kind of playthrough video hits the mark for you. And we'll start the video on approach to the site in the Carrack. It's quite nice to be in the passenger seat for a rare change, with Karolinger taking the helm. The reason that the Carrack is chosen is for the medbed in the back, which can be used as a mobile respawn point. Hopefully that's something that you won't need, but is helpful and reassuring to have should you require it. In true aerial insertion style, Karolinger is taking a low approach. It's a little bit nerve-wracking in the passenger seat, but in theory, this might be the sort of approach that you would use to fall underneath some radar systems. Of course, that's not entirely required in the game at the moment, although the hills will help to offer some natural cover from the defensive turrets that are often in place on these bunkers. As we overfly the bunker, you can see those defensive turrets opening up. Karolinger expertly navigates us to a small hill behind the bunker where we can take cover. Those defensive turrets, they are ones to watch. They will chew up even some of the larger ships, so whilst it is possible to shoot them down, you might find that in current patch they respawn, which is a little bit frustrating. So sometimes easier just to go and park somewhere away from them. Nice view there from the bridge of the Carrack as we move back through the ship to exit. Now, in true elevator etiquette, we'll wait for our pilot to join us on the elevator before heading down to the lower decks. And in true Star Citizen style, a little bit of lag there as the character catches up. So, because we've parked behind a small hill ahead of the bunker, there is going to be a walk in to get to the location. Many players will use a ground vehicle of some sort to make their way across the location. If you're clearing these missions regularly, that can often be a little faster, albeit the suggestion is to use a ground vehicle with wheels rather than a flying one, so that you're not mistaken for a ship and engaged by the turrets. And clearly, to save a lot of time, this is a 12 times speed walk into the bunker. It was about 1 kilometer away that we parked, so rather than sit and watch that entire walk, you can just see it in fast speed. Karolinger cannot resist getting on the turret. Blasting away. Instead, I'm going to move inside with the P4. The P4 is my personal preferred weapon of choice. There's not really a lot of thought that has gone into that, other than the fact that I have always used a P4. It was one of the first weapons that was available in the game, and it's ballistic and it's an assault rifle, so it does just fine for my needs. Other weapons are available. Personal choice is absolutely fine. Whatever works for you. And at this point, I'm afraid it's just waiting for Karolinger to blast his way through plenty of non-existent ammunition. So most of these bunker missions in game do have these lifts in place. Sometimes they can get a little buggy, a little glitched out, which is frustrating when it happens, but in this case it's working fine, so rather than wait, we'll head down into the bunker itself. And good elevator etiquette, I'll send the lift back up. So this is the point where things are a little bit more dangerous, so I'm just being a little bit more cautious. Expecting about 10 enemies of some description in here. So just trying to do those good things of keeping an eye on different corners where people might appear. And of course with these bunker missions as well, sometimes people come through the doors, so even if you've cleared an area, if there was a door in the area, they might be no longer clear. First person is down. A little bit of lag there on that guy, so we'll take some cover. Something quite satisfying about like taking cover behind these boxes, crouching over, shooting over. Now I'm quite a patient person, I'm much happy to sit and wait and overwatch rather than necessarily feel the need to charge in. There he is. And we're joined by Karolinger. Very cautiously heading around this bunker. There's another one. There is certainly a feeling of sort of suspense as you're walking around thinking, oh, am I going to count someone? There's another. One through the doors behind. Karolinger's got him. And then the inevitable search of trying to find the last stragglers. I really like these little server rooms at the end of some of these bunkers. Just quite like seeing kind of all of the racks lined up and all the server blades in there. Good clearance there. The other reason it's good to do these missions with somebody who is very, very competent, it makes it much easier. Karolinger doing all the hard work here. And here we are now, just searching for the final stragglers within this bunker. Another one down. So one of the quite good things to do, another one down. There we go, cleared all hostiles, so mission complete. One of the good things to do when you are doing missions like this is to actually be able to loot. Grab that P4. To loot the, I don't want to say victims, but the unfortunate casualties that shouldn't be here, these criminals who've paid their dues. It can be quite helpful to loot them, especially if you're chaining up some of these missions. You can essentially keep yourself stocked up with ammunition, weapons, armor, even tailoring some of those to your preferences. So the loot element can be quite helpful, and of course, if you're really into selling your loot, could potentially bring some of it onto the ship back with you and then take it somewhere for sale. In this instance, just being selective about the things that I might like. Quick sweep to see if there's anything else that I might want to take. None of that really appeals to me. The other risk is, of course, if you are completing the mission with a friend, like today, if you dress up like the people that you're hunting, there is more of a risk of friendly fire, so sometimes it's helpful to have a completely different armor set. But anyway, we've been flying today with Karolinger. You can find Karolinger actually on Twitch and on YouTube, so twitch.tv/Karolinger, or on YouTube at Mr. Karolinger, but I'll have those links down in the video description if you wanted to check out a bit more. There's a lot of videos in both English and also in German. So as we head back up to the surface, that's been a brief view of what the FPS bunker combat looks like in Star Citizen version 3.17.5. Hope you enjoyed this one. Otherwise, and as always, thank you for watching.